All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow, and I'm here for a precious metals update. People have been asking me, and of course, some people value my opinion, some people don't. All right? Anyway, it is just my opinion, and however, I'm entitled to it just like many other people. But however, this is what we're dealing with. Have you noticed the body count? I mean, the literal body count that has been happening this year concerning bankers and their sons. I mean, it has literally been an epidemic of these people just committing suicide. That seems like that's always the answer whenever gangsters die. It's like they committed suicide. They committed suicide. Now, family members are dying. And we got to ask ourselves, what in the world's going on? You have to understand, when money is involved and you're starting to mess with people's livelihood, and people make livelihood off fraud, lies, embezzlement, deceit, and money laundering, hey, these people ain't playing games. And that's what you're seeing, is you're seeing what happens whenever somebody starts messing around with somebody else's pocketbook. And since they are the powers that be, they buy out people, they own people, and nothing will ever be said. Of course, now, everybody thinks that they're getting away with the evil and injustices that they're doing today, but hey, Judgment Day is coming. Ain't nobody's getting by with anything. Nobody is. My personal advice, what I do, I still think you ought to buy silver. I still think, that's my personal opinion. What I would do is buy silver. And I'm long. I told you I've been long on it. I've been long on it for a very long time. I'm not easily swayed. I'm not emotionally tied to the markets and stuff, because, you know, they peg the markets. It's all backed up by the benevolent word of the so-called United States dollar against currency. They, just currency. But, you know, I believe in cold, hard, historical, tangible assets. And I've come to that conclusion after watching what happens to empires when they start to collapse, just like the United States of America. We're part of the leg of the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman, or you call it the revived Roman, or you can call it the new papal Rome Empire. And we're in collapse. We're in serious decline. And this is what happens when you are in collapse and you're in decline. And of course, hey, those who learn how to position themselves in the place that we're in right now, in order to do whatever you can to make sure that you keep any type of assets away from the scope of the IRS in this country, or any other entity that may want to try to get your wealth. You need to probably do it and more or less educate yourself more than anything. I'm starting to slow down here a little bit. Of course, you know, things really never slow down for me. It's just that I see the end of the daylights on these cabinets right here, and the addition and other things I have to do in order to get ready for the Passover. But, you know, as I do that, I start to want to look into the more things to protect ourselves, you know, and of course, you know, I know there used to be a such thing called a pure trust, which I'm not even sure that's even recognized nowadays, as far as asset protection. But, you know, I know they have statutory trusts and stuff, and I guess I need to try to educate myself on that. That's my next endeavor that I need to do, is educate myself in reference to how to protect yourselves. Now, you have to understand, you live in a lawless system. We all do. And there's really truly no protection for those who make the laws and have the guns, and they themselves do not practice being lawful but lawless on a continuing daily basis. That's just part of it. But you just have to understand where we are, who you are, which more important. So what I would do is continue. The gold is just literally out of reach, man. When you think about dropping $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 on an ounce of gold, man, that's just amazing. That is amazing when you think about it. Extraordinary. I remember some years ago, you know, I had some gold. I had like 20 or 30 pieces of 30 ounces of gold. And you know what I actually did? I actually gave it away. Yeah, I sure did. I gave it away to somebody else. And I can say that the Father has given me many, many times over in the amount of gold that I've given. You know, I mean, it's just utterly amazing what the Father does when you walk in faith. But hey, the body count is unbelievable, unreal. I think y'all to take heed and continue to keep watching the changes as they continue to go forth. Y'all have a good weekend.